What's up, and welcome back to another market snapshot. This week we're going to be talking about what a cool down period is, and we also see a drop in home sales this week, but interest rates also drop. So it's still a great time to buy. So come find out exactly why it's such a good time to buy. Thank you so much for joining us today on the Market Snapshot, where we talk about all the cool things happening in the Utah real estate market in the Wasatch Front. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to the Wasatch Front Living YouTube channel. That way you don't miss out on any cool content that we put out, and you can stay informed about what is going on here in Utah. Okay, so days on market. This last week we were at 24 days on market. This week we've jumped up a day to 25 days on market. I don't know whether or not that's going to continue to rise or stay steady with the lack of inventory and amount of buyers may slow down. We'll have to wait and see on what days on market is going to do with the market slowing down with the colder weather. So we'll have to wait and see on that, but for now it's holding steady, but we'll keep an eye on it. So last week the average sales price here in the Wasatch Front was off the charts high. We were at all the way up in $592,000, and that again was attributed to because Davis County had some serious sales this last week, which jumped their average sales price into the mid eights, which made the average go crazy. This week we've jumped back down to a pretty normal average that we've been seeing over these videos, which is $423,000 as an average home sales price here in the Wasatch Front. Number of sold homes has also dipped a little bit. So last week we saw it all the way into the 1,014 sold homes, which is insane. But this week we see a drop to 707 sold homes. So we're averaging out a little bit. Well, again, we'll have to wait and see. It's been fluctuating pretty greatly from week to week, or every 2 weeks it might take a jump. So we'll have to wait and see if it jumps back up or if it stays pretty steady at that 786 range. So just hold on and continue to tune into these videos to see how those home sales are going. Number of active listings. Last week we were at 1,662. This week we've dropped again to 1,553 active listings. So as we've been saying the past couple weeks, the active listings continue to just slowly decline, and it's been doing that for a little while now. So we'll have to keep an eye on it if it keeps going down. Again, nothing to worry about. Pretty normal for this time of year. But we'll keep an eye if it jumps, just because sellers might be wanting to take advantage of the crazy high interest rates, which attracts buyers to the market and gets them more money for their home. But we'll have to keep an eye on it, and you'll find that information here. Number of under contract homes was at 5,538. This week we are at 5,326 under contract homes. So again, I know we keep saying this in these videos, but we are seeing that steady decline, and those do correlate with the active listings and number of sold homes category. So they kind of one adjusts and the others adjust with it. So active listings under contract, both steadily declining. Okay, now so interest rate, last week we were at 2.92%, which is insane, but it's even more insane this week, and we've dropped all the way down to 2.81% as an average for a 30-year fixed rate mortgage. So 2.81 as an average it's getting pretty low, guys. So there are people still getting 2.25 as a rate. I've seen it personally with a client. A lot of people are in the threes and anywhere in between there. But as an average, that's super low. And so what we've been talking about in these videos with this interest rate, why that's so important to you as a buyer, is that saves you tens of thousands of dollars over the life of your loan in the amount of interest you're going to pay. Even small changes such as 2.92 to 2.81 is a change, and it does save you money. So most people can't go and buy a house with cash. Most people have to put a down payment down anywhere from 3 to 20%, and then they continue to pay off their home with whatever their payment is, or making double payments, etc., etc. But what determines what your payment, or I guess a large portion of what determines your payment, is that interest rate that you lock in. Now, if you're getting a great interest rate now, you're not only going to save month to month, but over the entirety of those 30 years, you're going to be saving, every month, whether it's $50 to $100, maybe it's $150 a month. That's going to add up over the life of your loan or however long you're in the home. It's going to save you money in the short run and especially in the long run. So if you're thinking about buying and you're ready to make a move, call me, because you want to lock in the interest rate and save money buying a home right now. Okay, so our real estate this term this week is something called a cool down period. And what this relates to is the financing side of a real estate transaction. So you'll get something towards the end of your real estate transaction when you're approaching the settlement date. That's called a CD. What that stands for is a closing disclosure. And what the lender will do, they send this out, and what this tells you is the exact amounts that your loan is going to cost you, your exact rate, etc., etc. What you do is you sign that and you send it back to the lender, and basically that's locking everything in and finalizing your loan. But you get something called a cool down period after you've signed that. So there's a minimum of 3 days between the time you sign that CD to the time you can actually go and close on your home with those particular terms. And that's put in place so that lenders or anyone else can't rush things through. It gives the buyer time to really consider if they like the terms of their loan and other items like that. So it gives them 3 days to back out of being locked into that loan and being on the hook for paying a mortgage. So it's in there to protect buyers and to really give them time to consider the terms of the loan. If they have any buyer's remorse or something comes up, they can still back to the loan and only be out their earnest money and fees paid for appraisal and home inspection. Okay, well, thank you so much for tuning in today to the Market Snapshot. I hope you learned something. And if you guys have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave a comment, or you can even reach out to me through a text message, a phone call, or an email. I'm easy to reach, and I love to have conversations about real estate or anything else really. So give me a call, text, drop a comment, and if you like the video, go ahead and give us a like and subscribe to the Wasatch Front Living YouTube channel. Not only does it make us feel good inside, but it helps the channel grow and it helps us get our message of what's going on in the Utah real estate market out to more and more people. So I'd appreciate it if you guys like the channel to give us a subscribe and a like for the video. I'm also a realtor here in Utah, so if you're looking to buy or sell a home, reach out to me. I'm easy to reach. You can text, email me, call me, and I'll be happy to talk and get you guys going on either buying or selling your home. Well, again, that's all we have for you today. Thank you again, and I'll talk to you next week on the Market Snapshot.